Well, hello and happy oh gosh, no, it is not Wednesday. Hello and happy Monday. I don't know why I thought it was Wednesday. Hello to all of you. I think before we get started, I need to address an issue at hand that we have right now. First and foremost, thank you so much to everyone in the comments for letting me know that we have different boxes. I guess I need to start by saying I had absolutely no idea this was even a possibility. When I got this box from MAVIC, I spoke with them and didn't even know to ask the question. I had no idea that that was even going to be in the realm of possibilities. So to those of you out there who bought the box, who were expecting to taste along with me, who got a different box than the one I have, I am so sorry. Just to give you a little bit of insight into what's going on, the boxes shift as they run out. So basically, even though I have a box only from a few weeks ago, if you order starting now, you might get a different version of that box. And I won't go into specific details, but I am still working with them to try to maybe find a creative solution. But at this point, I have this box. Some of you out there will have this box. Some of you out there will have certain wines that are in this box, but some of you out there, unfortunately, will not have exactly the same wines that I have. And for that, I am very sorry. I really, truly did not know that this was going to be the case, and hopefully we can all still be in this adventure together and still taste the wines. Hopefully you can find these tasting videos helpful, useful, and you can take this and hopefully find some of these wines maybe down the line. But for the purposes of what I'm going to do now, I think it's best to keep my promise to still taste through all of these wines, all 12 nights of these wines, make this as fun as we possibly can, and just continue from there. If I can find a solution, I will. Do stay tuned. I will update in the comments as I go, but in the meantime, let's get back to the business at hand. Let's get back to tasting these wines. We are on day 3, number 3, and I'm gonna move my glass so you guys can see. This is a really interesting wine. I didn't expect to see this in the box. This is, for those of you who have never seen a wine like this before, this is 2 varietals commonly found in Sicily, mostly used in the blending of Marsala cooking, or Marsala wine, not cooking wine, Marsala wine. They are Inzola and Catarratto. You can read them here. It is a little confusing on the actual Vine Box vial. They are 2 different grapes. They are all both coming from Sicily, blended together. They generally make a really nice, bright, aromatic, fresh white wine. Obviously, I subscribe to the belief that what grows together goes together. I think nothing can be more true of wines from the Mediterranean going with foods from the Mediterranean. So as you crack this bottle, if this is what you have, or this tube, do go ahead and get yourself some nice snapper, some nice other fish, some olives, some tapenade, things that might be more commonly found in the Mediterranean. Let's get into the wine, which I did not chill, but I think it's gonna be just fine. I actually kind of liked it last time. I am feeling a little bit better, so hopefully I sound better than I did last time. Let's get into it. On the nose. I love wines from Sicily, and if you guys have been following along on my Instagram, I have actually been making a wine from a grape more commonly found in Sicily, a red grape called Nera d'Avola. I think Sicilian varietals are really interesting, really fascinating, both the red and the white. Arianna Occhipinti, who makes wine in Sicily, the SP60, it's a little $20 wine. I think she's just fantastic, and I have really come to love wines from Sicily as of late. If you guys love bright, fresh, aromatic whites, this is probably going to be a region you want to pay attention to, not just for the purposes of this, but elsewhere. If you see Sicilian whites, generally pretty aromatic. It's a warmer region, so they can have a little bit of ripeness, a little bit more viscosity to them at times too, because of the heat that's there. On the nose, I'm getting a lot of flowers, a lot of peaches. It almost has a Viognier quality to it, a little bit perfumed, very aromatic white. And then a slight richness to it. I get this sort of like waxy, weighty thing on the nose. Again, a little bit like Viognier, not quite as peachy and perfumed, but just really pretty. And beautiful fruit. And I'm not getting any indication that there's been any oak treatment, none of baking spices or any sort of buttery components to it. Really just all fruit, freshness, vibrance, and flowers. Let's get on the palate. On the palate, it's really, really delicate. It kind of dances, really clean and bright and fresh. Great, great acidity. This has so far been the wine that's got the most acidity for me. And I think, you know, for Sicilian white, this is a white wine from this region that's going to have a little bit more lift and freshness that I'm typically used to. You know, the richness that I was getting on the nose, the fruit forwardness that I was getting on the nose isn't carrying through as much on the palate. I'm going to go back to my second sip. Really, really pretty. It's not as weighty as the Viognier. Even tasting it again, it's sort of layering on there. It has a little bit of viscosity, but it's got great acid, great freshness. Drinks a little more like a Sancerre on the palate, to be honest. Really pretty. Actually, I'd actually call this more Albarino in style, more of that Rias Baixas from Spain, Albarino. Flowers, rose petals, peaches, but really more on the under-ripe side of things, not super ripe, just really, really clean and fresh. I would, if you were going to do something cooked fish-wise, cook it really lightly, just a little salt and pepper, a little olive oil, maybe a lot of olive oil, and then just keep it really light and fresh with a nice salad. Throw some olives in there and maybe even some raw seafood as well. I think this would pair brilliantly with raw or cured seafood. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to take one more sip. I think that's necessary. Really, really pretty. Nice, light, bright, fresh, good weight, good texture, really round, aromatic, and I like it a lot. Guys, if you look for Sicilian wines on the shelf of your store, I don't think you'll be disappointed if you pick it up and put it in your grocery cart. Really exciting region that I have been very excited to see more here in the States. So for those of you out there that don't have this wine, I apologize again. Please do keep looking back at the comments. I will do my very, very best to try to accommodate those who didn't get the same box, but please know that I am very, very sorry. I did not mean to mislead anyone, to dupe anyone, and I am certainly trying my best to make it right and do what I can. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've got to head to work now, and I hope you're enjoying this beautiful holiday season. See you later.